Hello everyone, how's it going? And welcome to today's Wild Rift video. And today's video is going to be a little bit different to what you usually see here on this channel. Used to guides, tier lists and everything like that. But in today's video, we're going to be looking at some of the leaks and some of the possible changes that might be happening in 3.1, which is only 2 weeks away now. So we're very, very close to the start of 3.1. This video was made by Chose, who's another Wild Rift content creator. I'll leave his links down in the description. Make sure you go and check him out. Really, really nice guy, and he does some amazing content on his channel. But without further ado, let's get into the video. What I'm going to do, I'm going to react to the video first, and then we'll look at some of the changes afterwards, and we'll see what we have in store. So yeah, it's going to be some of the leaks that he found on one of these servers, so it's going to be very, very interesting to see. So we got some new items that are possibly coming, a Hole Breaker and Divine Sunderer, which I will go into a little bit more details. Some reworked items as well, some very interesting reworked items. Obviously, we know that Karma's coming, so Warden Karma is going to be one of the skins. Pretty cool. Not too bad. You can see her abilities as well. Blood Moon Shen is another champion that's going to be coming out very, very soon in patch 3.1. Furryhorn Cosplay Veigar is a very, very cool skin. Pretty Kitty Rengar as well. They're going with this whole... I think this is going to be the April Fool skins. I wouldn't be surprised if that's going to come on April 1st. Because they did a very, very similar event. So new Marauder skins, which is going to be a Wild Rift exclusive, which is already a skin line in PC League of Legends. But they're bringing some Wild Rift exclusive skins, which look really, really nice, to be fair. Pajama Guardian, Lux and Ezreal is going to be here as well. Which is very, very similar to Star Guardian, but it's just a different theme. So it's all well and good. Glorious Crimson Evelyn, which makes me feel like the new season is going to be coming very, very soon. I can see the Ultimate Showcase, so that's going to be the new Glorious skin for the new season, Season 5. This looks like the new Battle Pass skin, or Wild Pass skin, if you want to call it that. And then obviously we have the Elemental Rift rework as well, which they said was coming this year. But that's everything. That's all the links. Now let's go into a little bit more detail. So the first thing that we're going to look at is the new items that potentially will be coming. So we're going to be looking at Hole Breaker and Divine Sunderer. So let's take a look at Divine Sunderer first and see what it does to PC League. Now the thing is that the items of Wild Rift are a little bit different to PC League, so these might not be the exact stats, but we can have a look anyway. We can see what sort of item it is. So we've got 40 attack damage, 20 ability haste, and 300 health, so we know it's going to be like an AD bruiser item. It has the Spellblade passive, or something very similar to the Spellblade passive, because it does build from Sheen as well, so it builds from the Warhammer, Sheen, and Kindle Gem, which... Obviously, in Wild Rift, I think there's only one item in the whole game that builds off 3 separate items. So it would be very, very unlikely that this will be the build path for the item. But the Spellblade passive, after using the ability, your next base attack within 10 seconds deals a percentage of the target's maximum health, depending if you're melee or range. So if you're melee, you get more damage, and if you're range, you get less damage. As bonus physical damage on hit, with the minimum damage equal to 150% base AD, and maximum damage against monsters equal to 250% base AD, just so you can't clear monsters and clear jungle camps that quickly. So pretty self-explanatory passive there. You got another passive as well, is if the target is a champion, you heal as well based on melee or ranged again of the target's maximum health, with a minimum heal equal to a percentage of your base AD, which is very, very nice. So it's more for sustaining, I guess, in the laning phase, and definitely a lot better against tanks, because you'll be able to heal a lot of health as well, depending on the target's maximum health. Overall, it's a pretty strong item. I remember this being a really, really strong item in PC League of Legends. It actually got built by champions like Ezreal as well, because Ezreal works really well with the Sheen passive, with with the ability haste and also the extra bit of health. It was like a tank Ezreal build in a way. The only thing is that this item in League of Legends is what they call a mythic item, which means that you get extra bonuses. So empowers each of your other mythic, legendary items, sorry, with 5% armor penetration and 5% magic penetration. So this probably won't come into Wild Rift, the whole mythic item system, because they've got active items from the boots. So I think that obviously they'll get rid of the mythic passive completely, which means that they might buff or might change the item itself ever so slightly. But overall, it is a AD bruiser item overall that just allows you to get the Spellblade passive, Spellblade passive as well. But the interesting thing is, like, the only Spellblade passives on Wild Rift is from Trinity Force and Iceborne Gauntlet, if I'm not mistaken. Essence 3 from PC League of Legends has the Spellblade passive, but in Wild Rift it doesn't, so that'll be very interesting to see if that happens. And then we have Hullbreaker, which is the other one as well. This builds from Pickaxe and Phage. So again, another kind of AD bruiser item, attack damage, health, and a bunch of base health regeneration. And then we have a unique passive which is called Boarding Party. While no allied champions are within 1,400 units, you gain, I'm guessing that's, oh yeah, medium range, yeah, you gain based on level, bonus armor and magic resist, and deal 20% bonus damage against structures. So this is a very split push heavy item. So if you want to play champions like Fiora, Camille, any champion like that, Jax would be really good for. Any champion that wants to split push, it'll be really, really good, because just making sure that no allies are nearby, you gain bonus armor and bonus magic resistance, and you also deal 20% bonus damage against structures. Now, structures in Wild Rift already are very, very easy to take down, so you can imagine how quickly it will be to take down with Hullbreaker on top of that. And then nearby allied siege minions and super minions also gain bonus armor and magic resistance as well. They gain bonus size and also deal 200% damage against structures. And bonus resistances are lost instantly when an ally champion leaves nearby. So a very split push heavy item. Buffs the minions, so you can do more damage to structures. It buffs yourself, so you can do more damage to structures. And honestly, if this is coming to Wild Rift, I feel like they need to be very, very careful, because, like I said, at the moment in Wild Rift, it's very easy to take towers anyway. And this being an item, especially for split push, I think this is a great item that might be coming to Wild Rift, because at the moment, the game is very team fight heavy. You don't see a lot of split pushes happening. You see the odd split push here and there, but you don't really see these crazy heavy split push champions. You don't see like Jax in the Baron lane too much. You see likes of Camille, Fiora sometimes, but mainly Fiora's played in the jungle at the moment. But most of the time they're used during team fights. You know, Camille for the ultimate, Fiora for them little exchanges as well. You don't really see them in a split push situation, and I think that's what they want to bring to Wild Rift. They want to bring a different, unique style to the game, so then a team can decide whether they want to go for split push or whether they want to go for more team fight orientated. But I think that's to do around the objectives as well. You know, how strong the dragons are, the Rift Heralds are, and how easy they are to take as well as a team. So very, very interesting items that could be coming over from PC League of Legends. The other thing, or the next thing, sorry, is the mini reworks. I want to give a little opinion, I guess, on all of these. Hextech Mega Drive, I think is a very, very interesting item. I think when Hextech Mega Drive and Ixtali Steed Jar came out, they were very unique. They were new items that came to Wild Rift, but they weren't as powerful. Obviously, they've already buffed Hextech Mega Drive. The only thing I can think of might be the mini rework, is that I know they say there's a bug at the moment with the item, which makes it not work properly. So I don't know if that's what maybe this means by the mini rework, is that they're going to change it ever so slightly so the bug doesn't come into fray. But we'll have to see what a mini rework is. Obviously, that's the item that when you use healing and shielding, your active item gets reduced, or your active item booster upgrade item gets reduced in cooldown. Fimbulwinter, whatever the item's called, I can't remember what the item's called. This might get changed very, very similar to PC League of Legends. I'm actually going to quickly search the item itself. Is it Fimble? Yeah, Fimbulwinter. So this is a little bit different to the to Wild Rift item. I think the stats and everything are the same. I can actually compare them. I didn't realize this website had both of them. Sorry, it's Fimbulwinter. So you can see the difference with the two items. Obviously, the stats are going to be very different, because that's fine. But this one, the unique ore, is grants bonus health equal to your maximum mana. Whereas in Wild Rift, it grants ability haste equal to maximum mana. Now, ability haste is not really, you know, a I wouldn't say it's a bad stat, but it's not really a good stat for an item that's going to be scaling into late game. You know, as you scale into late game, I feel like there's loads of ability haste items anyway, and with, you know, the runes and the passives of what champions have as well, I don't feel like it's very much worth it. So I'm very interested to see if they'll go for the approach for PC League of Legends, which is granting bonus health equal to maximum mana, which could be very, very powerful. This could be really, really good for tanks like Malphite. I think it'll be a lot stronger on Blitzcrank as well, because I don't really think he needs ability haste, just to make them even tankier. And I think the everlasting passive is the same. As a champion consumes mana and grants a shield. I'm guessing this is mostly the same. Yeah, it grants a shield for a few seconds. Yeah, so the other passive is the exact same, but I think that's what the mini rework might be. It might be to do with the bonus health instead of it being the ability haste, but we'll have to wait and find out. Solari Charge Blade is an interesting one. I'm actually very, very interested to see what they're going to do with Solari Charge Blade, because at the moment, it's being used on melee champions. It's being used on ranged champions. It's just a very strong item overall. It's just really easy to get 50% crit. I feel like it's one of the strongest AD items at the moment. And yeah, I don't really have an opinion about it because it is another Wild Rift exclusive. I don't really know what they could do with it, but we'll have to wait and see and wait and find out what they're going to do. And then the other item is Death Stance as well. I think another item is just really, really strong overall. That just allows you to take reduced damage, and because there's so much healing in the game as well, you know, you can build this item on the likes of Olaf, Camille, and then you build more healing on top of that as well. You just don't really take a lot of damage with Death Stance, so maybe they're going to change it ever so slightly. So we'll have to see how the mini reworks happen and what they actually change. Warden Karma, again, just going to be one of the skins that are going to come out with Karma. As mentioned, Karma and Shen will be coming out in patch 3.1, but that doesn't mean they're going to come out on day 1 on patch 3.1, so we'll have to see what that's going to be. You can see the skill showcase here. Obviously, I'll be doing guides on this channel as well. Patch 3.1 is 2 weeks away today, so it's going to be very interesting. As I said, this is probably going to be an April Fool's event. Furry Horn cosplay Veigar, Pretty Kitty Rengar, and then also the Renekton skin. Very, very similar to what they did in PC League of Legends. They did this as an April Fool's event. And the next one is a Wild Rift exclusive skins. Now, Marauder is already a skin line in PC League of Legends. I've got it up here just to show you. These are Marauder skins they have in PC League of Legends. So you got Marauder Alistar, Marauder Ashe, Marauder Kalista, which is not a champion in the game yet, Kled, Olaf, Warwick, and Xin Zhao. So they're bringing over some more skins from this skin line, which is going to be very, very nice to see. I think some of these skins are already in Wild Rift as well. I can't remember off the top of my head. But Marauder Greys looks really, really cool. Very, very cool looking skin. Got Marauder, I think it was Brand as well. So it'd be very interesting to see if these are legendary skins or if they're going to be just epic skins overall. As mentioned, Pajama Guardian Lux, Pajama Guardian Ezreal is very, very similar to Star Guardian. Like, the effects and everything are pretty much exactly the same. Right, so Glorious Crimson Evelyn. So this makes me feel like Season 5 is going to happen in patch 3.1, or somewhere, you know, there and abouts in 3.1. We already saw in the patch notes that there is an icon there which says Season 5. We now have the Glorious skin that's going to be coming out for next season. So I think the new patch is going to bring the new season to Wild Rift. So I think 24th of March is going to be when not when the patch comes out, when a new season comes out, because we have this exclusive skin. And then this next skin, after the Ultimate Showcase, the skin looks really cool, by the way. Looks really cool. I'll be interested to see the other ones. Now, this one, I think, is going to be the new Wild Pass skin. The reason why I say that is because if you have a look at this clip here, this is from the Season 2022 opening from the live stream. This is the teaser that they gave for the new Wild Pass skin line, because they're going away from Hextech. Galio Hextech is the last Hextech skin line. They're going towards this new theme. Now, if you have a look at these two videos, you can see that the colors and the skin line in general look very, very similar. And it doesn't say like Wild Rift exclusive or anything, because I mean it will be a Wild Pass exclusive, Wild Rift exclusive, but I think it will be on the Wild Pass. So that's probably going to be the Wild Pass that will be happening again in 2 weeks' time. So we'll have to wait and find out about that one. And then the last thing is going to be the Drake reworks. Now, I'll quickly play this video while I'm talking about the Drake reworks. But Drake Reworks are basically, they're going to bring the Elemental Rift to Wild Rift, which means that the dragons are going to change the map, whether it's the Infernal Drake, whether it's the Ocean, Cloud, everything like that as well. And Mountain as well. So you'll see in this video of how, there you go, how it all changes the map. So Infernal Drake changes the map and opens up the map a little bit more, and it's really, really cool, to be fair. This will change the game, I think, ever so slightly. I think they're going to change the dragons quite a lot, because they're going to have to think of what they're going to do for Elder Drake as well, because that means Elder Drake is going to spawn quite a lot later. You can see Mountain Dragon spawns like little rocks around the map. And this is going to be, like I said, this is going to be very, very interesting to see what they're going to do, and how this is going to change the game as well. Because this, is again, is going to make every single game different. And I really like that they did this for PC League of Legends as well. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so they're going to make it into a Dragon Soul. So at the moment, when you take dragons, it's just, you know, 3 dragons, and the 4th dragon is always Elder. But now it's a case of there's going to be more dragons available, most likely, because each, a team needs to get a Dragon Soul before the Elder Dragon spawns. So that means the Elder Dragon is going to be spawning much, much later in the game. So say, for example, each team takes 2 dragons. That's already 4 dragons. And then after that, one team needs to take the soul, and then after that is going to be the Elder Dragon. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they implement the Elder Dragon into Wild Rift, because as I said, it's going to be very, very different. But yeah, this is just a slight video just to explain in everything, and you can have a look and you can see what you can do. But like the passives are very, very similar. Infernal Dragon gives you more damage. Osa Dragon gives you like healing and everything as well. And then yeah, look, they explain briefly about the Elder Dragon. But I wanted to briefly show that as well and explain to you what that is as well. And then that's pretty much everything. I mean, obviously they said the Elemental Rift was going to be coming this year. But they didn't say when this year, so it'd be very interesting to see if it will come in patch 3.1. But anyway, that's a quick video of everything that's changing and everything that might be coming to Wild Rift in patch 3.1. So I'm very excited to see the changes and what they're going to be bringing to Wild Rift. I think 3.1 looks to be a very, very big update, a lot bigger than 3.0. So leave your comments down below. Let me know what your thoughts are of these changes. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. And as always, I'll see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Peace.